Greetings and salutations, guys and dolls. This is Bast with it'll be the first 2019 edition of Kitchen Witchin with Bast. Now, I must apologize for just getting on the JOB for 2019, but I live, let me turn that down. I live in an apartment. And they have been doing work for the past 3 weeks in the apartment above, and I will say that the noise is disgusting. It is. Can't hear myself think half the time, let alone do a video. So I haven't been able to do anything, basically, video-wise until just now. So, what I'm bringing to you today, and again, happy 2019 on January 31st, whatever, is yellow milk. Yellow milk, otherwise known as turmeric milk. Turmeric is a wonderful, wonderful herb that has amazing benefits, so many benefits that I'm not going to bore you to tears and run down the whole list. But the biggest thing about turmeric is its anti-inflammatory values. I'm pairing the turmeric, this right here, with another superfood, ashwagandha. You see it? Yes, ashwagandha. So ashwagandha root is also another fantastic superfood that is stemming from Ayurveda, and it has amazing, anti-inflammatory, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes, and also a stress reducer. So the reason why you would want to drink yellow milk, turmeric milk, is because if you are suffering like I do with rheumatoid arthritis, it's something that you would want to ingest every day to temper inflammation that we have, from time to time. It also has some really, really killer long-term benefits that I'm not going to go into here, but you can feel free to look it up, Google, and check it out for yourself. So I am starting with turmeric, and first of all, I got my trusty saucepan, and I am using for the milk. You can use cow's milk if you like, but I prefer using coconut milk, which is, much better. It also cuts down on any sort of especially right now in flu season, you have a lot of congestion and everything. This is not going to contribute to it. So veggie milks are always good in my book. So I start with a light coconut milk. Coconut milk can be pretty heavy, so I already put that in there. So just showing you light coconut milk. Coconut, even with the light version, can be a little thick and a little dense, and especially after you put the turmeric in there, it's going to thicken up and it'll be a little thick. So you can add some almond milk, which is definitely on the thinner side, and will, it adds to the flavor to me. So maybe a cup. So a can of coconut milk and a cup of almond milk, and you're good. To that, I put in this beautiful yellow powder here. This is about a heaping tablespoon of turmeric. I kind of go hoard because turmeric is so good. And it's going to thicken up, so you're not going to want to put too much into it, And I also add another couple of heaping tablespoons of ashwagandha root. So then you're going to want to take one of these puppies and whisk it to break up the powders and incorporate it into the milk. And as you can see, the powders themselves are really, really dense. So this does the trick when it comes to breaking it up and incorporating it into the milk. So to that, you're going to want to add a couple of sticks of cinnamon. It's for flavor, but cinnamon also has really good anti-inflammatory properties. So what I do is I'll put it in my mortar and pestle and just break it a little bit, just so it'll give off the cinnamon, and dump it inside. To that, I also put in some cardamom seeds. Cardamom is also anti-inflammatory. So this is like a super, this is a kind of a, you know, really powerful concoction that you can drink for yourself. And when I say that ashwagandha has a lot of different properties, not just anti-inflammatory, but stress reliever. So it will actually help to put you to sleep at night. I used to give turmeric milk to my youngest one, because she's kind of like a night owl like myself. Super hard for her to go to sleep. So, but I tell you, turmeric milk dials it right on down. She'll be sleep, you know, she goes to sleep in no time. So it's also good for the adults too, so you can't lose. To this, I wanted to add a little bit of heat, which is my ginger root. I love ginger. Can't go wrong with ginger. Ginger is really good, not only anti-inflammatory, but it also has great digestive value too. Anytime you have like stomach issues, ginger is a go-to to incorporate. You know, you can go for ginger tea, or even just make a eat a little bit of ginger, munch on it, and you know, it's a little hot, but it definitely works. So you would bring this lovely concoction to a boil, a gentle boil. You don't want it, you know, boiling over, because if you've ever boiled milk before, it will boil over. This is getting nice and heated. Oh, before I forget, the last but very, very important step in activating your turmeric, so it can really work for you, is black pepper. So there's something in black pepper that activates, not just activates turmeric, but it actually helps our bodies to absorb the turmeric. You can drink or eat as much turmeric as you want to, but for some reason it doesn't absorb very well unless the black pepper is in it. So don't forget the black pepper. And if you think that black pepper is weird to put in milk, but you just put ginger in your milk. So both of them are heated, and add a little heat, but you don't taste it at all. So it's going to come to a gentle boil, and then I'll turn it off and I'll just let it steep for a little bit. And then what I do is I will put it in a hold on, I'm almost done. got that out. I will put it in a container such as this and store it in the refrigerator. And all you got to do is, after you finish with, after it, you know, sits for a little while, you'll want to sweeten it with raw, unfiltered honey, which is golden magic all on its own. Add it to that mixture, and it just makes it all better. So what I do is, because this is my go-to, I usually store it in this container. I coat the bottom of it. This looks like a lot of honey, but it really isn't. The again, the turmeric and the ashwagandha is really, really thick, so it'll absorb. You'll probably even want to, you know, put a little bit more in there. About this much. So I'm going to let this, I'm going to turn it up just a little bit more. Let it come to a gentle boil. Let the cardamom and the cinnamon kind of interact and get all friendly with the turmeric and the ashwagandha and the ginger. And put it all in this container. Let it cool down a little bit and store it in your refrigerator. Then this will last you, this may last you like maybe 4 or 5 days, depending on how big your coffee cup is. I usually, yeah, my cups are really big, so this will probably only last me like 3 days. But drink this every night. This will set you absolutely right. It will, you know, relax and relax you and get you in a nice calm mood. If you like turmeric, if you don't like turmeric, then this probably isn't for you, but give it a try. See how you see how it works with you. Do it for the kids. Keep some for the kids, especially in a time like this where it, you know, we've got a lot of crazy weather outside. It is literally a tundra outside. I don't know who is out, but I hope that you guys are protecting yourselves and keeping yourselves warm and sheltered as much as possible, because it's disgusting outside. But this milk is just like really warming, and it really gives you a lot of health benefits. So I would suggest you look up the benefits of ashwagandha and turmeric. Put this together, give it a try, and let me know what you think about it. Thank you for hanging out, and like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bast. Is it Bast? Yeah, Bast Luna at YouTube. Check me out on Facebook, and that's it. I hope that you guys are having a lovely evening, because after this drink, I will. Good night.